Welcome back, everybody. How are you tonight, Roy? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Ah, I got audio problems here, man. Properties. Restart capture. Let's see. Application. Zoom. Okay, talk to me. No, I cannot. I know. What's going on? We got technical difficulties? No, I can hear you fine through mine. I just can't hear you through OBS. See, that's the tricky thing. So I'm going to switch it. Let me try this. Are you talking?
Nope. I'll just keep talking.
Yeah, you're good, good. All right.
You
Ding,
hear
ding,
me?
ding,
All
ding,
right.
ding. We got you, man. Green
Ding,
bars
ding.
and everything, man. It's tough, man. You don't have a producer. You got to do it all yourself.
Right.
I am going to appoint you secretary. So anytime we need notes taken from here on out, man, that's going to have to be you, man.
We got to get Otter, man. Have you ever used the Otter app?
No, I have not.
It's like an AI thing. It'll
Yeah.
summarize
I
the
suppose
meeting.
I could have Grok just listening and then be like, but I mean, like, if we take notes on like the draft and stuff like that, or the weekly wager stuff where yeah. Anyway, how are you doing
Yeah.
tonight? You get your car fixed?
I'm good. Yeah, my car is good. It was just a regular maintenance thing. And then schools. Well, I'm back to school. There's no students yet. And there was a little bit of a snafu with like I'm moving rooms, and every time you move, and you're like, hey, where'd that like piece of clothing I
Oh,
love go?
yeah, all that
So we're dealing with
stuff.
that right now, but it'll all be good.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I got my mother-in-law's coming in town tomorrow for 10 days, so that's cool. Excited to have her around. Luke, you got a job. That's good.
Ooh, that's good.
Excited for that. And yeah, and work's I got some interesting things going on at work, so all good. So why don't we go ahead and get going? I know it's a school night for everybody, so I don't want to keep people up too late. So for sure, welcome to the QuadR podcast. This is still beta 0.13 as we work out the kinks, but tonight we're gonna do U20 and news. We actually got a lot going on. It's actually a lot going on the docket, so that's a pretty exciting thing for us. So I don't know if you want to reach out, Ralph D. Nyberg on Twitter or Roy_Nyberg. Is that right? For you?
No, it's Roy H. Nyberg.
Roy H. Nyberg, and then QuadR podcast at gmail.com. But super cool, man. Super cool.
No, you were right. It's Roy_Nyberg. I'm getting my socials mixed up. Sorry about
All
that.
right, man. That's what I thought it was. And now no one's going to be able to find you, bro. What's up with that? Welcome to the chat, everybody. Go ahead and join in. Roy and I try to monitor that. Got the YouTube chat going and the Twitter chat. So we can be found just about anywhere that wrestling fans reside. So that's a super awesome thing. All right. So switched up the order a little bit on the show, but we do always start with the quote of the week. And this week I chose a quote from Logan Stieber. No particular reason. It just popped up off the page for me. Obviously, Logan Stieber, world champion, 4X NCAA champion for Ohio State coach, very involved in the sport. And the quote is, I focus on what I can control, effort, preparation, and attitude. Which this is so I think I've like said this to a million people a million times. Where people say,
Right.
It's like in a work environment, always people are like complaining about things they can't control and things like that. And like, it doesn't do you any good. It's not a healthy thing. So, I'm down for this quote. Think about like his career. Anything jump out on focusing what he can control?
This was a tough one to like poke fun at, but the only thing I will say is obviously he can't control referees missing the takedown call against Jordan Oliver.
Yeah, I mean that's always gonna haunt the the 4X. It's not quite an asterisk, but it definitely and I don't even know if it's fair, to be honest. Like,
It's not fair. He's like the most under valued like stud in American history, I think, or wrestling.
Yeah,
he was a world champ too, and he won in a non-Olympic year and at a non-Olympic weight, and that was before people were even paying attention to that.
Yeah, he was super dominant though. You know, we got Twitter tweaking out on us again, which is like pretty disappointing. Sorry about that. Views on Twitter, YouTube, for whatever reason, seems to be flying just perfectly. Like, that's kind of sad because much rather have the Twitter feed going well. But yes, yeah, thank you, Logan Stieber, for all your hard work and effort.
Yeah,
very, very good. All right.
I think there's a video out there of like Logan Stieber wrestling David Taylor in like middle school or something.
Oh yeah,
I watched it once, or maybe they were a freshman, or yeah.
What?
Our feed just gone?
I don't know. Can you see it?
It says loading on mine, but Twitter
let's give it a minute.
Okay. I closed it and now I'm... Oh, no, I think it's going.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's like 20 seconds behind.
Okay.
Oh, now it's skipping around. But anyway, whatever.
Yeah,
it's going.
It had a little bit of a skip action thing going on. Apologize to the fans. I don't know. Last time it did that, and then it caught up, right? It was like in the beginning, it like had all kinds of issues, and then all of a sudden it just picked up after we, right after we had gotten through the introduction. So anyway, let's not worry about distractions. Let's go ahead and hope that picks up.
Focus on what we can control.
Right. So, and if anybody misses this, so this is a slide we move back up to the front because like we haven't gotten enough queries about like being able to join the pod. So the offer still stands, and as we get closer to season, if you want to be a guest, then just reach out, QuadRpodcast@gmail.com, or Roy, not Roy H. Nyberg, but Roy _ Nyberg or _ Nyberg _ or Ralph D. Nyberg out there. And yep, we usually start at 8 p.m. on Eastern time. So certainly willing to let you jump in and select some topics for us. You know, we're ready. We're so witty. We're so dynamic, you know, that like you can throw anything at us. You don't even need to tell us beforehand what you're gonna want to talk about, and we're ready there. We're there for you. So
we're there for it. Yeah. Sure.
Excellent. All right, cool. So as I said, for sort of non-wrestling, we got a lot of news to talk about. We actually have some real wrestling to talk about as well, but we're going to do U20 and news. All right. So the first thing, I don't know if you saw this, Roy, but I listened to some other pods and like different things, and everybody thinks like this is like the greatest thing in the world. The Rutgers fan steak. Now, I didn't deep dive it because I just wanted to be mad. So maybe this is nothing to get upset about at all. Who knows? But so the idea here is that Rutgers is in agreement with this like web app fan steak.
Yeah.
And so like you can then lay down $100 for Bo Bassett. And then
it's tied to the name, or
yeah,
it's just...
yeah, and then you get your money back if they go to a different school.
Oh.
Like it's like the individual, like when you think about like the antithesis to like the Penn gift. Right. Let's build the program, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, all this is going to do is create bidding wars that make like individual wrestlers who potentially like, you know, show up to school and become drunks.
Right,
or
right.
whatever, just wash out or transfer after a year, and the marketers who are, you know, promoting them and building the material for them and like taking a piece, and like instead of putting money into like your program, you're putting money like into like individuals. Like, how does this make sense for any Olympic sport?
Yeah, that's I don't know. Does anybody have an agent yet? Is there any like high school wrestler that has an agent?
Oh, I'm sure that
they do.
They probably do.
Okay.
Well, you also have to understand that like a high school wrestler these days is like 19 years old. You know, I mean,
Well, some, but not all.
not all, but like a good portion of them are, adults, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, like, it's just what I don't understand. Let's see if it'll do it.
And so you have to front the money. So you can't just like put down like 100K for one wrestler and then be like, yeah, psych.
Right. Yeah, I guess. So it's like it says Rutgers changed the game. Recruits can now see exact amount of fans are pledging to them before they commit. If they sign, they get it. If they don't, the money goes back to the fans. Public bank account, game changer. How horrible is this as an idea?
Yeah.
And everybody's all over this, like, this is what NIL is all about. Like,
yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's obviously worth trying. Didn't Bassett just decommit from Iowa? So
yeah.
get the money when you sign, and then if you decommit before you wrestle one match.
Right. So I'm not going to, I assume that these sort of details are filled out or understood. Right, like
you're thinking like professional sports. Like I am assuming these details are not filled out at all. That this is just some website that you can send them $100 and
just go bait and switch. So, well, the fans have to stake the money, but then they get it back. I don't know. I have no reason. There is no good reason why we should be focusing on individuals.
Yeah. But the weirdest part is like this is a partnership with Rutgers.
Hey, Wrestle Madness asked if Stieber's a 4X champ or a 3X champ. I think we answered that. That's pretty like.
You focus on what you can control.
Right. Yeah. I think Oliver should have been awarded that takedown? I don't know. I think you can definitely.
Oh yeah, I was losing my mind, and I'm not even like an Oliver fan. I just felt like bad for him.
Yeah. It was and it's not like Oliver was like some lucky guy who did well against Stieber or something. I mean, he's a straight up stud,
Yeah.
So yeah. Awesome. All right. So I don't have more to say about that except that we need to stop focusing on these kids. And I think that like you just get all this promotion, because like just because they do all this stuff on Instagram doesn't mean we need to talk about it. Right. And like I don't know, it's just tough. I don't want to bash the kids because they're doing the right thing, right? I mean, like in terms of promotion and getting paid or whatever. I mean, they're definitely doing what you understand what they're doing. But man, I just don't understand the community's take on this being such a great idea.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, there's a lot of people who wrestled and got diddly squat. So
yeah.
They might feel different,
I get it. So Mason Paris is back. I think this is awesome. Obviously as a season ticket holder at Michigan, and like it's be good to have him back in the room working out with Tay and like improving his chances of winning a NCAA title. I think that I feel like he is the front runner for 2028.
You see? Well, Hendrickson.
Right.
We'll see how he does at Worlds.
I can have an opinion.
Yeah, sure. So you don't think that playing football didn't mess him up?
Yeah, kind of did something to Gable, huh?
Right.
I know. I don't know. So I think actually like there's also a Real American Freestyle angle here. I think he's gonna come like after like Wyatt wins his match, Paris gonna come out doing like the Connor strut, with and like you ain't got nothing. I whooped you, just like and setting up the big match. I mean, they got to start doing stuff like that. I mean, it's
right.
That's got to happen. And like, so Paris is the perfect guy. And then Paris beats Wyatt, and then lights go down, smoke, and then like Gable comes out, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a big Carter Strachey guy. Probably people know that, but I mean, when he came out to the Jason theme in Philly, that was so tight.
Yeah.
So you gotta do something like that, you know. Anyway, that's cool. CWA, we've been giving some love to Claw and Raph, so I thought that CWA showcase coming up. So we got Brian Courtney's wrestling, Reese Humphrey versus Sammy Alvarez. So that's cool. Quincy Monday, Della Vecchia, Brucky, Joel. So they got a big event coming up over in New Jersey. So if you're in the area, check it out. I don't know what they do like streaming wise. You got any Oh yeah. Oh, no. Ethan, you're right, man. I forgot about Kurt. Yeah, that's exciting too. I mean, the heavyweight I mean, you got, so who do we got? We got Kurt, Paris, Hendrickson, possibly Gable, and then who's our sleeper training up there in Minnesota? What's our guy?
Hidley?
Yeah.
No, not Hidley. Hilger.
Hilger's just working and getting better, man.
Yeah.
How crazy would that be? You can make a movie out of that if he made it. Like, but it was fun. Like those last matches, like you know, he didn't look like the also ran that he sometimes like looked like in the past. I thought he looked strong and like
Colton.
Oh yeah. Well, he's cheerleading now, so
yeah.
That's a full-time gig. So.
Well, that could be like coming off the sidelines, like he's cheerleading there, and then he's like,
yeah,
just like comes into the match.
Or yeah, awesome. I saw that madness. That's cool that we got the RAF event, and I did see the Claw Fantasy League. I want to see how that all shakes out. But yeah, no, or Colton could be like a cheerleader at RAF, and then storm the ring.
Yeah,
There's all kinds of angles to go with here. So yeah.
Well, even like AJ and Younger are going to go heavyweight this year, right?
Oh yeah.
AJ Ferrari. Yeah, there's a lot of personality at the heavyweight. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, for sure. So anyway, CWA's got an event. And again, I don't know if anyone knows in chat what their streaming options are and things like that. I can't quite get out to Jersey, but like, so I guess near and dear to Roy and I, probably you guys might not care as much, but OPRF got a new coach.
Everybody cares.
Everybody cares. This is the premier public high school wrestling team in Illinois other than Glen Bard or so I grabbed the Wednesday Journal, our hometown paper. So I've been featured in the Journal, like coloring dinosaurs in the library when I was 3 or something.
Yeah,
we go way back. So anyway, new head coach Jason Renteria. Collins is staying on as an assistant. So I feel like the passing of the torch at Oak Park's always done pretty well. And like, so this is probably just going to be another case where they just keep rolling, keep smashing, and keep winning. So, but exciting. I think it was.
And he's probably the most decorated high school wrestler in Oak Park history.
Yeah, 2-time champ, 2-time second.
Yeah, so 4-time finalist. Where did he wrestle at in college again? Nebraska?
He did Iowa for a little bit.
Iowa for a bit, and then I think he ended up at Nebraska.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yep.
So that's great. Best wishes to Paul, too. For those of you who don't know, Paul Collins and I were teammates at OPRF.
Yeah.
I was 1 year ahead of him. So it's been fun to watch him like have success as coach. And his dad, Niall Collins, was my head coach. And then Mike Powell obviously was like in between Niall and Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Congratulations. And he's been an assistant there, so I think it'll be a nice, smooth, easy transition.
They do that. Like Niall was an assistant for Norm Parker, and then Mike Powell was an assistant for Niall, and yeah, they do it really well.
Yeah. Awesome. So very cool. This is interesting. They always talk about like, oh, wrestling. Everybody loves wrestling in Iran or something, and like, you know, and I'm sure that they do, but like, it was just a graphic of like basically all the freestylers come from this green area. and all the Greco guys come from this orange area. And like, what would the U.S. map look like? I think we have pretty good distribution, right? We get a lot of quality out of the Midwest. You know, obviously Illinois, you know, Ohio, Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, the Dakotas, even, and then you got out east, Jersey, PA is, you know, produces the most talent, I'd say, and then out west, California. So I feel like ours map would look a little bit more dispersed, but they always say like, well, Iran's good.
Jersey and PA people will say that they're all from Jersey and
yeah.
PA. If you go back to like our world teams to like 1990,
right.
Jersey and PA are like pretty much where people are from.
Yeah,
but you get other people. You know, when I was in college, Brandon Slay was from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Joe Williams was from Illinois. Illinois gets some people in there sometimes.
Yeah, and there's some gravitational pull, right? So is this like all the good wrestlers in Iran move here? I mean, you look at Bishop McCourt, and they have guys from like Florida and Carolina, right? And so like, is this like this because that's just where they concentrate all the good coaching? And if you want to be a great wrestler, you move there.
Right.
I mean, there has to be some of that.
I bet there's a lot of that. Yeah.
So I thought it was just interesting, you know, that because you always say, oh, they're so good, even though they don't have many people, because everybody wrestles. But apparently, only everybody wrestles in like these two little states or something. But kind of cool. And then obviously, I mean, Russia's a little bit like that too, right? A lot of Dagestanis, and then they've got that other area, Odessa or whatever, that produces some talent as well. Other thing here, PA would be painted with 30 coats of the most dominant color. Yeah. All right. So I saw this on Flow. Just I thought it was groundbreaking, right? That UWW will cover all mats at Worlds. So we're gonna have commentators for every mat. This is like
with commentators.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they're gonna like actually like staff all mats. I thought what a concept.
Right.
I'm excited for it. I mean, I'm glad for it for sure. As much as I give like grief for not having commentators, I shouldn't be like make too much fun of having commentators. But yeah, for sure.
Would you do it if they asked you?
No.
No?
Well, not like Worlds, man. I feel like I'd want to start with like high school, man. Work my way up, man, you know.
Okay.
I don't think like
well, I'd go if they need somebody.
Right.
All
right. Well, yeah. You're smarter. That's it. Or more bold.
Yeah.
I can't tell. All right, so here's my completely American biased U20 preview with predictions. I will admit that I am not necessarily the biggest, I don't want to say follower because I do follow it, but I'm not as knowledgeable as some, you know, when it comes to these younger ages. And like, again, my context with this freestyle is always sort of thinking about the Olympics and like who plays in 2028. It's probably the thing, the people that are most interesting to me. But anyway, obviously, if I want to, I'll go through my guys I think play it and are in contention for 2028. I think that Marcus Blaze has, you know, a chance to make some noise. I think PJ Duke has a chance to make some noise for sure. LaDarian Lockett, I like his game. I like his athleticism. I think that like he matches up well against good competition. And McAnally would be the other one. I've only seen that Henkel kid really at the U.S. Trials, and he looks sick good.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen him enough to like know where he would stand up like against adults and things like that. But man, he wrecked. He wrecked 20-year-old Americans like nobody's business. So, who do you like out of this list?
I like Stanich. Um, I think people sleep on him. He's really, really good.
I like
I
him.
also like, what's that?
I like Stanish in folk style. I think he's,
Yeah.
real good shot at high A this year.
I just get like kind of the man, like he's the guy vibe from him.
Yeah.
Like he just seems like he gets it done, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Max McAnally is also like somebody I'm going to be watching. Truthfully, I thought he looked really, really, really good at NCAA's and thought he could have been the champ. If I thought he could have been the champ, but it didn't happen. In freestyle, he hasn't looked as dominant to me, but I think he also like seems like he peaks for big events. So
Yeah.
McAnally, the Mir Solis, I'm curious about them. They seem like they're like very freestyle focused.
Yeah, I don't know. So Ethan
This
has
is their event, you know.
Ethan wants to know who your biggest gold favorite is.
My biggest gold favorite. Oh, now I have it's like you got to be objective and not like who am I rooting for the most. I think I'm gonna go with Marcus Blaze.
I was gonna say Blaze, and like, no, it's fine. I'll change. I'll pick someone else. Right. But so I mean, now Blaze only lost to Ono last year, right? Right. I'm with you on that, Madness. I think I'm gonna go with Lockett.
Okay.
I mean, and Madness said that Lockett could be an NCAA finalist. I completely agree with you there. I don't think he even looked bad. He wrestled Bessenbrink. What was that, a year ago? I don't like he lost, but he's got enough athleticism, and you get in that Oklahoma State room and get a little bit of control. So Ethan says Blaze or Duke. I'm a little scared of Duke. I mean, like I did that 10-0 from Yanni like in the first match. Just like scares me, right? I mean, there's no do-overs at this event. So like, I mean, he's awesome for sure. I am not denying that, but that just sticks out in my head that like he could have that bad match, you know, and like I guess it's true of any of them, but I mean, Blaze isn't easy to me. If Ono wasn't around last year, he'd have got gold last year. So I think, and he's getting better for sure. All right. Anything else on that? I'm just excited to see it.
All right, and just to be clear, you're predicting 10 out of 10 medals.
Yeah, I am.
The finals is going to be USA versus the world.
I'm fan predicting.
Okay.
I don't know enough to be an authoritative source. Do not bet. Real money.
This is not financial advice.
Right. This is not financial advice. That we can be sure of. Oh, all right. Well, that's going to be fun, though. Start Sunday, guys, or for anybody who, I mean, I'm sure most of you guys already know. I guess those brackets come out too late, Madness, huh? For you guys to really, like, try to do that. It's, like, so unpredictable. That's such a hard thing, you know, like, brackets, you know, in a sport where people have to make weight. Yeah. Oh, so, well, we got to draft a little bit later, Madness. So, we'll get our more honest assessments when we actually have to draft the guys we think are going to win gold. All right. So, this may be a little bit of sensationalism saying that Flo hates Raph. Okay.
Real American freestyle.
Okay. But I would say they definitely choose not to talk about it. Okay. So these are very legitimate questions proposed by yours truly.
Yeah.
Okay. When Piles asked for questions. So what RAF match are you most anticipating? I think, Ethan, you might have even like jumped in.
Okay.
That's not a bad question.
Yeah, that seems like
right?
a pretty basic question.
Yeah, end of the day. It's not, you know, I'm not poking the bear. I'm just like, hey,
Great.
You know, you got some of the greatest American freestylers going at it. Which one you most looking forward to most, right?
Right.
These are questions not read. Next show. Thoughts on Rajang Punia? Punya?
Punya, I say Punya, but
Punya, okay.
I'm not an expert on
training at Cliff Keen. What chances do you give him against Yanni?
And Yanni's been in the news.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
He's recovered from his heart condition. So he says.
So Madness says that Raph hates Flo too. That may be. Is it?
You think it's like and you don't think it's like a frenemies, like
right?
We'll make the story that we hate each other.
Yeah, right. Oh, right. That. And then wouldn't that be funny if, like, because Piles is like 4 feet tall, right? So like when Mason walks out, Piles is his manager wearing sunglasses. you got Piles and sunglasses, and freaking like then you got Mason behind him doing the Connor and like walking out to the ring. That would be like, yeah. Okay, Punya.
And they've read your questions before too, so it's not
right. Plenty of my questions they've read. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not
so
like,
it's not like you're on the list, or
right. I'm not some Twitter guy whose name is like PP for CP or something. I mean, I'm not not a known Flo hater or anything. Not at all. I love Flo. I always say that's money I spend all year. But these were questions that were read on those shows when my Flo question or my Raph questions were ignored. What is the signature food from your hometown? Apologize if any of the listeners wrote this question. What has been the best food while you are on the road? And then that was one. And then even better from Shiny Whopper, y'all giving up rice or potatoes for the rest of your life?
That's Shiny Whooper, right?
Whooper. Hey, man. One man's Whooper is another man's Whopper, dude. Come on.
Okay.
I'll take it. So all I'm saying is I will continue to ask legitimate Raph questions. I would appreciate everyone to like my questions, interact with my questions, and I will. And I encourage everyone to ask Raph questions. So Madness says, Flo rejected a deal with Raph, and Raph couldn't believe it. Big egos in the room. So I don't know. It's interesting to me. Anyway, so it's time for conspiracy theories.
Yes.
Right. Of course it's time for conspiracy theories. That's what we're all here for. Absolutely. All right. So, my conspiracy theory. So, if freestyle wrestling, well, let's just say we just saw the UFC sign for 7 years and $7.7 billion, right? Mm-hmm. So, streamers are dying for content. Content is super valuable, highly competitive right now, right? So the streamers have sucked up basically all the college, ESPN Plus, Cornell, Big 12, like ACC network, Big 10 network. Flo has access to very little high-level college, right? Occasional great duels, Lehigh, Cornell, that duel's great. Okay. And I think if Raph takes off and Flo becomes, or freestyle wrestling becomes so popular, then these large media companies who need content will swoop in and grab the UWW contract. And then Flo will be without product.
Ooh.
Imagine if they did. So I always say, Flo's the best money I spend all year. But really, what am I paying for on Flo? I'm paying for international, right? I'm paying for Worlds. I mean, most of the stuff's free. FRL will be free, what really, really, I'm not paying for high school tournaments. I don't have a kid who wrestles. I don't have a daughter who wrestles. I'm paying to see international tournaments, right?
And the occasional good duel that they have.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, if they lost it, and like I said, again, I love it.
It's true.
If they lost
I love it too. I mean, you do get the Flo grappling too. So if you're
you get to grab it. Well, and actually, I'm a cycling fan too.
Yeah.
And so they do
rodeo.
Yeah, they do some cycling coverage and everything. I would still get Flo probably if they didn't have UWW, but it would reduce the value significantly, right?
Yes.
And so I don't know. Do you think So there's the Willie angle. Low Single brought up, the Willie angle, and like
all politics is personal.
Yeah, all politics is personal. There is definitely a Willie, and Willie's been super grumpy lately.
Oh yeah. I've been reading his.
It's so crazy. You're using flow rankings? You must be an idiot. I'm like, or I don't want to pay $15 for Rockfin,
right?
To read about what 8th graders rank 42nd at 100 pounds or whatever. But anyway,
he had some good points. I don't know if it's on our docket to talk about. Maybe next time.
Okay, good points.
Well, if you remember during COVID, FRL did a lot of like these hypothetical duels and hypothetically re-wrestling this bracket from like 2007.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that was like good because there was literally nothing else in the world going on.
Yeah.
But they're kind of like doing that again.
They're rehashed. Well, the rudders kind of fell off when Ben left.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, for FRL. And yeah, and Madness, I don't want you to like take it wrong. I'm happy with the flow guys too, right? And I understand that there's a reason that they're not promoting RAF. And part of that reason is they got no skin in the game. But I just don't like that they pretend like that's not the reason.
Yeah.
I guess that's all I'm saying. But anyway. Anyway, all in good fun.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of RAF, we got an update. I'm super excited for this match. I don't know how you feel about it. I know Hamidy's your guy, right?
So I'm a big Dean fan.
Yeah,
DJ.
You are. You're on that Dean train. For sure. So
Montini, right? He's an Illinois guy.
He's an Illinois kid. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Dake, what weight is this at? Actually, I saw the post, but I didn't like look super carefully. But now what weight is it at?
190.
Really? I was like, yeah, Dake's bulking up, right? He's not going to cut even 1 pound for a catch weight match.
No, it's 190. So I don't know. Low Single, you got any insight on what Dean's weighing right now? It's all right. He says 190. That's awesome.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, right. I was wrestling 190. I'd be weighing about 200 right now.
Yeah. Well, good. And to my knowledge, they've never wrestled.
Yeah, I would imagine they haven't. I mean,
that'll be fun.
So I was super fun. I'm totally looking forward to that. So that is yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's main event kind of match.
Yeah, for sure. And then they said Nolf was gonna get a new opponent, but then like they said it was Wick. So
mystery. Maybe it'll be a jiu-jitsu match. Or like first round is wrestling, second round is jiu-jitsu.
No.
Like what Gordon Ryan and Pat Downey did back in the day.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, I watched that live. I ordered the pay-per-view.
Oh yeah. You ordered a Pat Downey Gordon Ryan pay-per-view?
Oh yeah, and it was like in a basement. It was not a venue at all.
So this is a man who doesn't have children.
Yeah,
I'm making it rain, man. I'll get that Gordon Ryan fat. Heck yeah, man. Oh, beautiful. All right, so I guess I think it is Nolf Wick. I think that hasn't changed, but the Dake Hamity is like huge to me. I mean, it really gets me even more pumped for the card. So that was cool.
And it's confirmed you'll be there?
Yeah, I'm getting there. Oh yeah.
The future's unknowable, but you're planning on being there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there. All right, so this is a new bit because you always got to try a new bit, especially when you're in beta. This is called High Low, and we're gonna go with flow rankings just to like get Willie mad. But we're gonna take like the All-American rankings as they stand right now.
Okay.
And you're gonna tell me who the highest rank not to AA is and who the lowest rank to AA is. We're going to go weight by weight, and then we'll calculate them obviously at NCAAs.
Okay. And are these people for sure going 125?
No, man, there's risk, man.
Okay. Okay.
Life's not set in stone. You
All right.
gotta be ready. Willie, so Madness, I want to say that on the last bash that Willie did go through the match order. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I want to say if you go back and the bash in the brain, the last one, I was listening to it and I want to say that I did hear Willie like this is the match order and like go through it. And if he didn't and you listen to that whole thing again, I'm sorry.
You got to otter it, man. Use otter and
Yeah.
get the information.
All right, so here's the rankings. High, low. Who's the highest rank on this list to not AA? You do the high first, and you're the secretary. You got to record this.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get a pen here.
A pen? Your computer doesn't
Yeah,
have.
yeah, man. I'm really recording this.
You don't got notepad or something like.
It's not. I cleared my desk so I could totally focus on wrestling.
Come on. Get
All right, here we go.
Get your pocket protector out.
You see, if I say number, I'm really saying a name.
No, yeah, you have to say the name. What? Of course, you're saying the name. But the highest rank that's not going to AA.
It hurts me to say it, but I'm gonna say Steve O'Poolin, number 7. Not gonna.
I'm gonna say Strickenberger eats himself out of the weight and ends up going 133. So if we're both right, I get 1 point because I took the higher guy. Does that make sense?
Okay.
And now,
And what if at the end of the? Okay, so if at the end of the season, if it's a different guy, number 7, like I'm stuck with the name or the rank.
you're right in the name.
The name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're just going based on today. Got it.
Well, we could revisit like mid-season.
Okay.
Maybe not though. So I got to pick the lowest guy to AA. Ooh. I'm going Provo.
That's the lowest guy, number 12?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, he's got an
He'll
AA.
definitely be a lower guy, but the thing is, like, are you what?
He's got an AA, you don't get any points. So if you pick like Cooper Flynn and he doesn't like AA, you get nothing.
Got it.
So it's basically the highest, the worst ranking to AA.
Well, I'm on the Stanford beat this year, so you kind of took my
Yeah, I know.
Nostalgic. Mm-hmm. But I have another nostalgic. Okay. I'm gonna go with Max Gallagher from Penn at number 20. New head coach, new facility.
Right.
Head coach was a 2-time champ at a lightweight.
That's true.
I'm feeling good about that pick.
Okay. All right. Set in stone.
Not yet, actually. It's set in a white erase marker.
White erase. All right. Should we bounce, like go heavyweight next and bounce, or should we just go straight up on weights like next week? What do you think?
Let's do 133 next week.
Okay. Give you a little chance to research. I'm dropping these new bits on you.
Yeah. I feel great about my picks, though, so that's fine.
Okay. All right. So next, Utah World starts this Sunday. Check it out. So this is nice. They actually start with men's freestyle instead of like you got women, then you got Greco, and then you got like.
Mm-hmm.
So starting off freestyle Sunday, Worlds September 13th, 21st. That'll be awesome. And then Real American Freestyle is August 30th. And we'll have to get a pool going on Wrestle Madness for that. That'll be the weekly wager.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are doing that. That's awesome. All right. Speaking of the weekly wager. Again, you still got your weight erase marker?
Oh, yeah. I got it.
All right. That's fair. So this is a snake draft.
Right.
We're drafting U20 wrestlers who will medal. Tiebreaker will be most golds, down to most silvers, most bronze. Going to draft all 10 guys. So I guess this will give you guys an idea about who we really think is going to win gold medals and who we think may struggle a little bit. So First person will get 1 pick, and then after that, each person will get 2 picks because it's a snake draft with 2 people.
Got it.
Choice. What do you want?
You got red in your hat, so I'm green.
All right.
Okay.
All right, you're first. Dang it.
I'll go first. I'm gonna take Marcus Blaze.
Marcus Blaze. Give me Ladarian Lockett and PJ Duke.
All right, I'll take Max McAnally and Luke Stanich.
Ooh. All right, give me Rademacher, who medaled last year, and Anthony Knox, 4-time Who's Number 1 champ. The guy just wins matches.
All right, I'll take Cole Mirasola.
Okay. I will. And oh, you get 2. That's right.
I get to William Henkel.
Well, I have Connor Mirasola.
Yes.
What's interesting is well, Connor wrestled last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did he not medal? I remember he was winning a match and then he he got passivitied out.
Yeah.
He was he just didn't understand how to stall properly in freestyle.
Yeah.
It's well, you can't do that. You can't just break out of holds. It was just sort of funny. It was just he was just perfect folk style stalling, and the ref kept hitting him.
Right.
Oh, what am I doing wrong? You can't just break every hold. So that was interesting. So, all right. So now you know. The Marisolas are interesting. I mean,
he got 5th last year, by the way.
5th, and they seem to be in a logjam at Penn State. It was interesting. They gave an interview, and they're like, "Yeah, we're never leaving," which is exactly the attitude you should have up until the day you leave.
Right.
So, I don't know, it'd be interesting though if they go 4 years on. I don't know. There's a lot of people who are gonna have to make decisions at Oklahoma State and Penn State over the next few years.
Right.
And we'll see that NIL money flowing.
And it'll matter a lot how this professional wrestling stuff goes, because there's not really a lot of money in being an Olympic champion.
Well,
and there's no guarantee that, if you're not starting for Penn State, you can stay for the training situation, but there's a reason you're not starting too,
Right. It's gonna be tough to make the world team if you're not starting. So that's interesting. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, best social. Yeah, you're right. It does. That's the beauty of wrestling, man. Is that it'll all get settled in the room.
Right.
Right. That's true. That's the best thing about wrestling. Is predictions, seeds. Eventually it happens on the mat. Right? And it is the beauty of the sport. But when it does get settled, people may decide that they want to move, I guess is the after the settling part happens, somebody may decide that there may be another chance. All right, so there's a Cornell schedule. I thought I guess one thing I noticed, you noticed in the Nebraska schedule that they weren't going to Cliff Keen and they were going to national duels. And I just thought it was interesting that Cornell is going to Cliff Keen after the national duels.
Right.
Which I thought was cool. Yeah, no, I think you're right. Right, the best guy gets the spot for sure. I think that's every room, basically. It gets settled on the mat. It's like that in high school all the way up, right? There's a little bit more in college where the coaches make decisions and choices and things like that.
Right, thinking about next year's lineup and stuff.
Well, and also okay, you can beat him, but he's better. Against the majority of competition. I don't think that happens very often, but guys lose wrestle loss and don't lose their spot for sure. So we always have a little bit of merch episodes, and actually Low Singles joined us tonight, so that's cool. So wanted to highlight the merch from the low single. Solid. Especially when this is 10 out of 10 stuff for the wrestling community. I'm glad you didn't go with any lightning bolts. Or a picture of your face, as handsome as you may be. But you just got a sweet graphic and you like put it on a shirt. Keep it simple. So
completely on brand.
Yeah.
Love it.
Congratulations getting that out there, and it's awesome. Looking forward to it. I'm gonna vlog in my low single shirt from RAF. So wait for that on Twitter. I'm gonna send them a message, see if they'll like if there's any press access for the 14th best wrestling podcast going.
And climbing.
Climbing. So anyway, get your low single merch. What did I do here? Oh, yeah, this is crazy. Rich get richer, right? So number 8 at 190.
Mm-hmm.
Number 40 on Flow Wrestling. Number 39 on Willie. This was this is where I think the whole ranking argument started, you know, like what are you using? But yeah, so it's interesting. Like, I mean, just like David Taylor, Anderson, like just their ability to just draw talent. I mean, I don't even understand how this works with 30-man rosters. Like, where do you put all these guys? I mean,
do red shirts count on the 30-man roster?
Yeah, I think we need to get a 30-man roster deep dive going because, like,
But I thought they were appealing the 30-man roster.
I think there was some.
Like, it might just be based off that. Like, we're gonna win the appeal.
Yeah,
it does seem strange and arbitrary.
I don't know, but it seems like, I mean, there were a lot of schools where like the secondary guys. You saw a bunch of guys bail out of Penn State.
Yeah,
and my assumption was that they got sat down and said, "Hey, we're over 30. We may not have a spot for you on the team next year," which probably means like you lose like your health care, right? I mean, like if you're a scholarship, that I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know. I feel like, I don't know, this popped up on Twitter and I felt like, yeah, you know, once a year.
Chris Taylor?
Yeah.
The OG heavyweight?
Oh.
It's a famous photo. I think I watched this video. They'll pause it like during the famous like photo part. Real American Freestyle is unlimited, right?
Do they have it? Is it unlimited?
I thought it was unlimited.
I don't know.
I'm almost certain. At one point, they were saying it was unlimited. Yeah. Which could add a whole extra dimensions to all the heavyweight talk we did earlier in the episode.
So Madness says he doesn't like the wrestlers on a throne picks. I guess. Yeah,
I gotta say I'm not a fan of this pick.
Right.
The content of like the rich get richer is worth talking about. But,
right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I mean, these trends, like, I actually don't even like the guys taking pictures in singlets when they visit.
It is
like there's like all of a sudden there will be a picture of, you know, Bo Bassett in a Michigan singlet or something. You know what I mean? And like,
right.
For what? You know, like I don't think you should like throw the colors on until you commit.
Or compete. You don't practice like that except in the Vision Quest movie.
Yeah, right. Oh, little Willie. What did Willie do? I guess we kind of talked about this.
What is this about?
So this was so this guy used Flo's rankings. And the guy's like, your rank is the same as Flo's. And he's like, not the point. I thought you were legit. It's clear you're a part-timer. Willie hates all the new media people. Like, it's just like, you know. And like, then this guy's like, well, give me free access to your rankings. Just like, again, funny too, you know, like the handout guy. And then he's like, let me translate. We like wrestling, but we don't like it enough to have the best information. And then tells the guy to F off. And then people are chiming in. Mm-hmm. Hey, man, he's a good dude. And then, like, I love this unrelated. Like, somebody just starts asking questions about Joe Bachman. Like, I mean, Twitter's the best. It's so funny. But,
yeah.
And then, like, then they got these people who just, like, hate Willie, right? And, like, Willie's a fat drunk and, like, blah, 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 blah. So, like, I just kind of felt like, I mean, it is sort of his attitude towards, like, new media, I feel is, like, sort of, like, not sort of childish, and, like, dumb.
Well, so much of, like, the ranking is just, like, sounding confident. Because, you know, you make these rankings, and then, of course, they do the tournament, and it doesn't go out the exact way you ranked it. But you still have to, like, stick by your guns and be like, I had the best rankings based on the best information, and those seeds were right, even though it didn't turn out that, you know, you just, it's such a weird thing to be like.
Well, I was like, predictions like that too. Because, like last year, like with, I mean, the NCAA was crazy, right? Yeah. And, like, Piles goes, like, 2 for 10. And he's like, I stand by my picks. And I'm like, but dude, they were horrible. No one said that, like, none of those guys could have won, but, like, what do you mean you stand by your picks? You got 2 out of 20% of the picks right. Like, I don't know, it's just funny.
Yeah, anyway, all right, because you have to. Well, you know, if they wrestle that match 10 times, you know, would have won 8 of them, and just start talking like that. Yeah.
All right, so what do we got here?
Just want to point out, Aaron Pico has got his UFC debut, long awaited. I think 2016 is when he was given permission by the UFC to go to the Olympics, and thinking that if he won a gold, then he would, you know, be more marketable. He ended up not even making the team by
close though.
Close. Oh, he got to the finals.
Yeah, right.
Lost the best of 3, and people in the MMA community are saying they're dealing from the bottom of the deck, that they gave him a very, very tough opponent.
So you're feeling like this is like, well, he jumped in and, like, lost his first match in MMA. Like, he bit off more than he could chew, for sure. And he right.
A couple times. I think he's lost 2 of his first, like, 4 matches.
Yeah, they're feeding him, and you say the UFC is feeding him the dogs?
Yeah.
Why? What's your theory? We got to hear it.
The theory? I think it's win-win for the UFC. He's got a fan base that will watch the fight. Mm-hmm. And if he wins, he's, like, immediately jumps into the ranking somewhere. And if he loses, you know, you got your one fan base.
So is it like,
I just don't see him starting at the bottom of the UFC and putting together, like, a 10-0 UFC record over the next 5 years. And
so is this,
I mean, I don't know how old he is, but he's got to be getting up there too.
Right. Is this a reaction to Bo? Like, they're like, we put all this money into this guy, and turns out, like, he doesn't like the fight. Like, so let's find out right away. This guy's a fighter.
Bo is different. I mean, he looked like he didn't like to fight in that last fight. Mm-hmm. Aaron, he's gotten, like, definitely choked and knocked out. I mean, I've never seen him like, oh, I'm overmatched and I want to get out of the octagon.
No, I agree. I mean,
he likes to fight.
Yeah. But maybe, like, speed up the investment. You know, I mean, because a great wrestler who likes to fight does really well in the UFC. Yep. Right? I mean, generally.
But things are, maybe this is a sign that things are changing. Yeah, like, we talked about this before, that if there's a style that's dominant, it's probably, like, only 10 or 15 years before you're just, like, everyone's figured out how to address that style, and then there'll be another style that people aren't really ready for.
Yeah. I don't even consider, like, Pico a wrestler anymore. I mean, he's been in MMA for, like, what, 8 years now? I mean, it's been a long time. I don't even think he's, like, I mean...
And he didn't even wrestle in college.
Right.
So... he's obviously great at wrestling, but that's fair to say he's not really a wrestler.
Yeah, he's a fighter.
All right. And
Yeah, we got Terry Brands. What do we got?
Terry Brands, you got to read the fine print. 2000 in Sydney at 127.75 kilograms.
Oh boy.
And I thought that looked like a flat screen to me, but apparently that is etched in stone.
Oh.
That is not just a typo that was on a screen for 5 seconds.
Wait, and Barry Davis is he said 125 kilos. Yeah, that makes more sense. Like
right.
Or no. Barry Davis, little guy too. These are all messed up. He's 125 kilos. Because Barry Davis.
I thought Barry Davis was a little guy too. Yeah, so maybe this is just all.
He's a Wisconsin coach.
Yeah.
He was like, he's tiny.
Oh yeah, Mike Zadek at 132 kilograms. Okay, so they just messed up the whole thing.
They gotta hope they save the receipt.
So, I was tickled by that.
That's funny. Heavyweight you, I like it. That's good. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Hope we didn't keep you up past your bedtime. Appreciate everyone listening. Like and subscribe. Mattness, you're the man. Low Single, keep it up, man.
Yeah. You're an inspiration.
Thank you, Ethan, for sure. So we're gonna go with the outro here. Let me cue things up. Being your own producer. Oh. Yeah, okay. Hold on. All right. So remember, thank you, Roy. Hold the line in everything you do. Have a great night, everybody.